Hey guys, thanks for stopping in and watching this video. Just a quick heads up, we got a Road to 5K giveaway going on, so make sure you check the link in the description below to enter. Hey guys, how's it going? TheHaggardNerd here. Welcome back to Astroneer. This is going to be a new playlist because we got a big update. I know it doesn't say it right here, but if you look down on the right-hand side, we are now in 0.8.0.0. And there's some interesting things I want to share with you guys real quick. The first being, what is this? You got a launch? Oh, excuse me, you got a tutorial? Yeah, you totally got a launch. But yeah, we have a tutorial now. We still have our original save games over here on the right, but on the left, we now have this tutorial. So what I want to do is I want to walk through the tutorial with you guys and kind of show you what that's all about. And then go through the patch notes and just share a couple of other quick things with you guys. And yeah, let's go check it out. So, tutorial time. Now, I will say I have played through this tutorial before, and I am impressed. It really shows that SES is thinking in the right directions in terms of the future of this game and the interesting stuff that we can eventually see out of the game. Now, first things first, you'll notice I'm not in my usual little chubby Astroneer suit, but it's fine. But our dropship is broke. It is borked all to hell. So, yeah, that's interesting. Another thing you'll notice is you have these little indicators. They're like little cards, I think is what they call them. So they tell you what to do, help kind of guide you along through the game. And I'll show you more of this once we get into the actual patch notes section of this video. So, of course, you get your basic controls for the tutorial. And if you look here on the back, what's going on here? You got no oxygen. Your oxygen's actually leaking out the top, which is kind of amazing. I mean, this is just not something we've seen in Astroneer before. So if you walk away, you immediately start suffocating because obviously your O2 is broken. So that's not good. So over here, it's telling us we got a wrecked rover. And of course, this is the tutorial, so it's walking you through everything. Approach to tether to the rover's oxygen supply. Okay, so we'll just get on over here and not die, hopefully. There we go. So another broken vehicle. So I mean, I'm interested to see how broken vehicles will be introduced into the game later, if at all. I mean, maybe this is just for the tutorial. Maybe this won't be in the game, but I would like to see stuff where you need to repair things later on because it'll give you more things to do in the game, which would be exciting. Over here, we got a tether, so let's go ahead and pick that up. And I believe over here we have a base, and I see some tethers off in the distance. There's some more tethers there, so let's go ahead and stretch this out as far as we can. Yep, there we go. And it's telling us basically, hey, there's tethers here. Let's go ahead and grab those. I know. And then, of course, I'm gonna tether on to the base. There we go, now we're connected. All right, so I believe we're on the moon here, but we don't have low gravity. Well, maybe we do have a little bit of low gravity. Not as much as normal, I don't think. So over here, we have some more tethers. We have a base. Let's go ahead and tether to the base. If we have enough. We do. Okay, good. Over here, what do we have? Okay, so here is our terrain tool. We have a fallen Astroneer, so hold E to transfer. So we now fixed our oxygen tank. I guess we took his oxygen tank. And then we can salvage the research data. So we've seen this once before in a previous playthrough, where it's little single bits of research that you can do. And apparently that gave us a research catalog. So let's go ahead and hold Q to open that. It shows us what's going on. So we can enter to unlock the small generator, which is nice. Very cool. And then printing items, find a compound deposit to get ingredient needed to print a small generator. Okay, sounds good. Of course, we need our terrain tool. And of course, it walks you through how to get to the quick help. And you guys can read through that on your own time as needed. Poor dude. And also something else I noticed here, which is a kind of a cool thing, is you have these weird, like, I guess, organic generators, because I mean they refuel or they replenish themselves. And we have another broken truck over here, and we got a platform and all kinds of good stuff. Just gonna kind of hold that on my backpack for now. And then we got a buried hab module. Let's go ahead and grab some compound here to make a generator, as it was suggesting. I'm going to go ahead and collect the entire bit, because I think we're going to need it. At least enough for my entire backpack. And, I mean, I got 3 more slots on my gun. Or my train tool, excuse me. Do that. I think that should be enough, and I think that's everything anyway. So it works out. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our generator. Sure. I guess I'll put it up top for us. There we go. Retrieve the generator from your backpack. Indeed. Use the train tool to unbury the outpost. Okay. Let's do that. Let's unbury the outpost. So we have handy dandy research thing going on here. Hold Q to examine. All right, it's all broken stuff. Yeah, but I think what we can do now is just plop this here, plop that there, and then plop that there. And we should now be getting power going into our research, which is awesome. I'm going to continue to kind of unbury all this. Won't take too long, just enough to kind of open it up, because I wanted to show you guys this. All right, so you can tell that our hab module is also broken. So a lot of interesting things here going on. Another thing, notice in the distance, this, hold Q to open catalog. Okay, I mean, is that what we're still doing? Okay, let's go ahead and unlock the tethers, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, thank you. Make tethers is what it's saying. Okay, I'll show you guys this thing in just a moment, but it's trying to get me to follow the tutorial, which, you know, is what it should be doing. Okay, F1 to learn about the research stuff, which is nice because it kind of walks you through that. Hold Q to open catalog again. We're going to go ahead and research canisters here. Okay. Find a resin deposit to get ingredients needed to print a canister. Okay, we will do that in a moment. But anyway, as I was trying to say, this is a shuttle pad. I don't know if this is buildable in-game currently. I don't think it is, but maybe it's something we can see in the future. But the idea is to collect soil and canisters to build a ramp. And that's kind of cool, because we got a shuttle up there. We got a vehicle bay, which is over there, and then light, which is kind of cool. You'll also notice that there's these little indicators. Instead of just saying compound and floating, it says what the thing is, you know, as you walk up to it. So if you walk away, the thing goes away, and it's basically like the closer you get, the more information you get. So there's compound, and it tells you what compound is. Same thing for resin here. Instead of just the words popping up on screen and just floating there forever, it now tells you what it is. It's a natural resource, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool indeed. And there's also a thing going down here, which we will check out in just a moment. There's something really, really cool down there I want to show you. I have a couple of slots. Let's go ahead and just do a couple. So there we go. Let's go ahead and make a couple canisters. There we go. And then let's go ahead and pick up the rest of this resin. Just, you know, start filling up some of our soil. And we'll have stuff to work with. Okay, I'm going to get at least one canister's worth here. I guess we didn't necessarily need to make 2 canisters if that was my goal, but hey, it's fine. Okay, cool. So what we can do, what does this say now? Add more. What? Oh, okay. So it's telling us how to add stuff and then control to flatten, which is cool. Launching the shuttle. Explore the cave. Okay, so we will do that shortly. Let me go ahead and refuel a thing here. Pick up some more organic, I'm sure. Save us some time later on, because you guys will see why. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and head on down into the cave. See what's going on. Explore caves to find salvage and resources. Indeed. So connect that all up, which is nice. Got some O2 there if we absolutely need it, but we're good for now. Some compound on the ceiling there. Another tether is needed. Oop. Can we stretch that out a little bit more? There we go. Okay. And what is this? Red in a cave on the moon? What's going on? I guess on Barren rather than Terran. So here it's basically saying, you know, here we got a test for you. And something I found interesting is you can't actually build onto this. So you have to work around it. Red is not something you can build on. So we're going to make a bridge here. And hopefully we can make it over onto this thing. There's a little bit of a gap, but we can make it. So mysterious cave, figure a way up. There we go. We've done that. So now what is this? Oh my gosh. So we have data lockers now in the game. I don't know if they're like properly in the game yet in 0.8, but at least we have an indication that if it is not currently in the game in 0.8, that it will be in the future. So it contains a printing schematic. It is 0% powered. And in order to get the information or the printing schematic out of the data locker, you have to provide full power. So we already have a couple of generators over here, which is kind of cool. Go ahead and turn those guys on. Let's go ahead and connect that up. And let's go ahead and get some O2 going here. Can we just, like that? There we go. Okay, cool. So, I was kind of smart and I brought the platform. I guess we didn't necessarily need the platform, but, oops, excuse me. Excuse me. We could have just put the generators down on the ground, but let's go ahead and unlock that. And then connect those up together. Whoops, hey, oh, there we go. Nice. And then also, let's make a couple more generators. And it's funny that I'm walking in front of the words. That's fine though. So we have what, 2? Let's go ahead and get that going. Get that going. Put that. Get that going. And it's almost fully powered. There it is. It's open for us. That's all we needed. All right, so we got an open 1-seat data. It's a printing schematic. So it basically, I guess, unlocks the single seat for us. So let's go ahead and add to catalog, which is kind of cool. So now, in our catalog, we now have the open 1 seat. And you can see that nothing else is unlocked here, which is kind of cool, actually. Because before, everything was unlocked, everything was available, you just had to unlock it with bytes. Now, not only you have to unlock it with bytes, but you also have to unlock it with your data, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's go ahead and just head back. I'm going to grab this here, this light, because I like lights. Lights are fun. So we got the schematic. So let's head back up and see what we can do about that shuttle. Okay, so we should have enough soil to do what we need to do. And I am just gonna actually, I'm just gonna use this because, you know, we already have it. Why not? Hopefully it'll be enough to get up there. We'll find out. It's a little bit far away, but I'm using experience I've had in the past to do what I need to do. Okay, so now we've made it up here, which is kind of cool. So we got the shuttle. Requires a seat for lunch. And of course we have the vehicle bay. No printing schematics available, but that's because our open 1 seat has not been unlocked yet. We need just around 70 more bytes. So what do? Well, in the we have our research chamber here, which apparently needs more fuel. Go ahead and let that do its thing. It's almost done. Let's look at our. Oh, is it not going? There we go. It's counting up slowly. It should have enough for us, I would assume. Okay, we'll let that do its thing. But I noticed over here in the distance, in case we need it. Oops. Grab this science here. And of course, this is unknown research. I just like to call it science. For those of you not familiar with my process, I'm also going to speed this along because the more power you provide, a research chamber, the quicker it'll go. Oh, it's already done anyway. Okay. All right, did that give us what we needed? Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and unlock the seat. Awesome. All right, so now we need to launch the shuttle, find a compound, deposit, get ingredients needed to print the seat. So there was the compound we found here, which we've already dug up and emptied. There was another one over here somewhere, I think. There it is. Hello, compound. Let's go ahead and pull up a few of these. I'm gonna guess that should be plenty. Just in case. It's always good to have more. There we go. So I can climb up. I'm gonna make this a little bit further down to make it easier to climb up on. There we go. And let's go ahead. I guess we gotta pull our tool away to click it now. Connect power to enable print operation. Okay, let's go back down and grab our generator. Shoop. Let's turn... Actually, do we have any organic? No, let's go ahead and pick up a couple of organic. This is on. I should have turned it off to conserve power, but we have plenty of organic just spawning there for us, so it's not really a problem. All right, I'm just gonna, I guess, plop it here. Does that work? I think it works. Awesome. And now we can print our seat. So let's go ahead and do that. And I need to add more organic, so let's go ahead and do that. And just like with research, the more power you give it, the faster it goes. So, oh, wait. Let's go ahead and grab that guy. It's almost done anyway. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, so we have fuel in our shuttle and we have a seat. So let's do it. All right. So that was the tutorial. That was a very, very pleasant experience. I think that's going to be great for old players and new players alike, because it really steps through the core mechanics of the game, get you familiar with everything without just popping up a bunch of information on screen when you start the game in the previous versions. And it really shows like SES is thinking in the right direction with all the broken models and everything. So I'm excited to kind of see what comes of that. So what I want to do at this point now is go ahead and go through the the patch notes real quick and see what's going on. So I had a little test world here I've not really done much with, but I wanted to share it with you guys. All right, so I've kind of just went out exploring a little bit. Everything looks the same. Everything seems to be... Why am I not running? There we go. Everything looks to be the same. I've just explored a couple of wrecked areas, and that's why I have stuff over here. But something I noticed and is noted in the patch notes is there's a lot of these little things here, these weird little green things, and that is spawning in weird, but it's fine. The thing I've noticed about these green things, these plinths, I guess, is that if you look, sometimes you can find these little flowery looking things. And these are basically little mineral research samples. So what you can do is just pop it up and you can get a little additional bit of bites. And I think they regrow. I could be wrong. This one actually had 2 on it, but I popped them before. Let's go look over in a different direction, because I do know there was one over that direction that had one. And there was one near my base that had one. So if those are there, either they respawn in between saves, or they regrow. So that's to be determined. But you do find them on these rock formation type plinths. I think that's what they're called. I could be wrong. Hopefully I can make it over and not die. Some resin. I love the little cards and the fact that it pops up when you walk by it instead of just staying up. Because before you used to dig out some resources and then the notifier would stay up forever. There we go. I love the little sound and animation that it does. We got 50% oxygen. We might be able to make it back if I hurry. Gonna grab this one real quick. It's for science, man. There's one over there too, but we're not gonna get it. But let's go ahead and do that real quick. Nice little animation there. All right, we're gonna run here. I'm gonna try not to die. It's gonna get close. I love how the sound changes. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's head back to the base. I've done the very basic starting steps. And I found a seat, so. So this is all I've got with my base. I have a research chamber and just your basic medium fabricator going on here. And here's another one of the plants up here that I wanted to show you. Of course, it's the same thing as before, but I just want to show you how plentiful they are. They give you a small amount of bites, but it really, I think, is going to help out with the exploration. So if you're out and about, running around, and you're looking for research and you haven't found any science or anything, these little plinths kind of make exploration a little bit more fun. So that way you don't always have to run back to the base and drop in science on one of these research chambers. So what I'd like to do now is from here, go ahead and go through the patch notes and see kind of what is available to us now, what has changed. So let me go ahead and bring that up. All right, so here is the update 0.8.0 patch notes on the forum. And let's see here. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. I'm just going to do a quick skim over here. So we got update 0.8.0 contains a new tutorial, a complete overhaul to the UI, and a completely new element in the research system. Harvestables. So I've been showing you guys that. So that's what they're called. Harvestables. I did not know that. So the plinths and everything that we've been picking up. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, you can find these updates on 0.8.0.0, the current build of the game. The game has all new tutorial experience that is accessible from a new drop pod in the main menu. So that's exactly what we walked through before. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So we're going to go ahead and skip on to the next thing. The game has been updated with a V1 of an overhaul to all the Astroneer's in-game text UI. So you saw the cards instead of the floating text. Everything that is interactive has the new UI visual design, which is kind of cool. I really do like it. There are now special plant and mineral formations on Terran, barren, arid, and exotic planets that spawn unique objects you can instantly research for a variable amount of bytes. So these are the harvestables. So I'm sure as you go on the different planets and everything, and the moons and stuff, that they may be different shapes and stuff like that, different sizes, but you'll be able to find them. And I think that's really cool. Your backpack inventory and location are now preserved between multiplayer game sessions. So, you know, like if you have a multiplayer game going on and your buddy leaves and then his body basically just explodes with everything that was on his backpack, I'm thinking that this is going to take care of that. So hopefully this is not going to be something that can be exploitable or anything. But I think that's kind of cool. That's really forward thinking towards, you know, having dedicated servers and stuff like that. So we have a few bugs that they fixed, which is kind of cool. There are currently some known issues. In a higher latency situation, rejoining players may appear at first where they last were in multiplayer game. Due to latency, input is still bound to the exo satellite, and on pressing A, they get relaunched from the station. It's kind of interesting. All right, and the last thing here I want to share with you guys is the trailer. If you guys missed the E3 trailer, oh my gosh. As you can see here, holy crap. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and share that trailer with you and share with you the things that I've noticed. So let me go ahead and pull that up. All right, so let's start the trailer here. First, we're seeing the planets, which is kind of nice. But what is this? Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to pause right here. So immediately what we're seeing is a ship of some sort, which reminds me of the original EXO launch station with the ring in the front. And you can see the pods there up on the top, which is kind of exciting. But the rest says I have no idea what any of this is. But what I can tell is that there are multiple slots for multiple HABs, or I guess HAB modules. So maybe that is a design for the multiplayer update whenever that's going to be coming around. So let's go ahead and continue. Nice shot there of the station. Ooh, here we go. Let me pause it here. So there's a nice front view of the station, the new ship. We got a guy launching off, a few guys launching off. All 4 of them launch it off. Okay. Definitely headed towards multiplayer. And what is that? Oh my god, that looks like a black hole. I don't know much about that. I haven't really seen anything said about that yet. Got the guys doing the usual stuff. And this is really cool. If you'll notice, I'm going to do this in slow-mo. That is a slappy plant, so we have more hostile plants incoming. Nice little underground base there. Whole bunch of stuff. Let me back it up. Oh my god, it goes so fast. Okay, so here's an interesting image. Like, I don't even know. Okay, so we have... Oh god, I don't even know what's going on here. So we have a bunch of pods up here on the left. So those all look like hab modules. In front of us, we have what looks to be domes with a bunch of different materials on them. So it looks like copper on the left, resin in the middle, and organic on the right. All connected to something, which I can't really tell. I mean, it's definitely stood up on something, which is interesting. On the right-hand side, we have a bunch of solar panels, some what looks to be aluminum, and then compound all on one big build on a bunch of different platforms, all kind of connected together. And then we got batteries and lights all over the place on the right-hand side. Kind of off in the distance, you got a truck with 2 cranes. In the front of us, I don't even know what that platform is where the lights are in the red area, just a bunch of like sockets for things. So I'm really excited to see what's going on in this image, to see kind of where that's going, because that's going to give us some really interesting build options. So right here is the big one. Two big things, actually. So as we go through this scene, you'll notice, obviously, the big thing in the middle of the picture is the big black and purple, crazy geometric looking thing. Oh my god, I have no idea what's going on here, but oh, I'm so excited for it. I love the way this looks. I love the possibilities that this could potentially bring into the game, because if they're going to be doing stuff like this in the game, that means that this game, the craziness, the storyline, the everything is going to just open wide and give us a lot of interesting paths to go forward with how the game progresses. Additionally, in front of us, you'll notice that there are some science things or unknown research there. We currently have 5 Astroneers on screen. We also have a data locker there, some base elements, and over on the left we have the shuttle platform. And as we continue with this scene here, you'll notice that I think there's like 7 or 8 different other or total Astroneers players, I guess. But the big thing is here, 1.0 launch, December 2018. 2-year anniversary. Oh my gosh, it's been exciting. It's been a long road, but really excited to see how this game progresses. And then, of course, we have this little scene here with the light. We don't know what the light is. It's just a wonderful teaser, but I'm so excited. So System Area, definitely a good job on your all's end to getting to 1.0. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing Astroneer since it was original release in December 2016, and I'm definitely looking forward to see where the game goes from here. So guys, hope you enjoyed this look at the tutorial and the E3 revealing trailer thing for 1.0 launch and everything in between. So guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like what I do, hit the like button. If you want to help my channel grow, guys, share my videos, share my live streams, leave likes, leave comments, all that good stuff, because the more you guys participate, the bigger we grow. Definitely want to do that. So definitely appreciate all the support you guys give me every single day. Thank you guys so much. You guys rock. And just a heads up, we got a giveaway going on, so make sure you check the link in the description for more information. So guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.